What's up, y'all? This is your boy D Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Laidback TV, okay? Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages, all the HBOs that you can possibly imagine. You can go on Laidback TV on your screen where you can see where you can download it in your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks, okay? And say what's up to them on their Instagram on official_Laidback TV. Now, let's get into some motherfucking fight talk. Whoa! All right, guys. So much shit has happened since our last episode. Let's get into the bullshit first. And that is WBA champion, lightweight champion, Gervonta Tank Davis. Accused of fucking possibly kidnapping, all this weird shit in Miami Gardens. And being arrested by U.S. Marshals because they were looking for him. And now the WBA is trying to cover shit up for a little bit by calling him the champion in recess, which is mean he's going on a little vacay. Yo, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that guy. He ruined a lot of situations where he could have been, if he wanted to retire early, you could have went down as going out as the man who defeated Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson, all in the same realm, in the era, and then retire. You know what I'm saying? This guy's career is fucking done, bro. I don't see the point of it anymore. He's done. Fuck out of here. We out. Moving on. Unfortunately, UFC 324 is going to lose their co-main event, and that is the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship between Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. Kayla Harrison has actually suffered an injury. Apparently, she had this injury for quite a bit. Two herniated discs in her neck that she required surgery this past Tuesday, and now that fight is not just off, it's postponed. They're giving a time frame of 6 months for Kayla Harrison to get back on point. I feel not as hyped anymore about this fight due to this injury because of the simple fucking fact that in order to be a wrestler, collegiate wrestler, Olympic gold medalist wrestler, such as a woman such as Kayla Harrison, you need your neck on point. Can't go for a double leg takedown and can't turn your neck in any way. But it looked like they're probably going to save this fight for the White House card. And speaking of the White House card, there is word and sources that state Conor McGregor will not face Michael Chandler at the White House card. That they're probably saving Conor McGregor for a bigger fight against former BMF champion, Gamebred, Jorge Masvidal. And if they are saving Conor McGregor and Jorge Masvidal for the fucking White House card, I am more stoked about that fight than Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor. I love that fight. 100%. I hope that's what's going to happen. And hopefully in the next few months, or probably in the next few weeks, we can get the answer to that. But we'll see what happens. Another bullshit situation. Muhammad Usman, which is the brother of former UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman, has been suspended for 30 months. Idiot! Found something in his contaminated bloodstream or piss, which he explained, and it wasn't accurate. So now he's done for 30 months. Now you know what fucking how many months are in a year? 12. 2 years? 24. 24 months. Add an extra 6 months. So he's done for 2.5 years. Fucking idiot. Moving on. Apparently July in San Francisco, we might see the unified, former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk, taking on former WBC heavyweight champion, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Why? Deontay Wilder has won one fucking fight in the last 4 years, and fights he lost, he was pretty much knocked out, which happened to be 3 of them. I don't see how the fuck. I think Usyk just wants to be active, And because there's no Andy Ruiz to fight, and he already beaten Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua twice, why not be the guy who was number 3 best heavyweight in the world 5 years ago, Deontay Wilder? I'll still see it regardless of what. Let's see if it happens. What else we got? Oh, we got Zuffa Boxing. Finally is going to happen January 23. They got their own belt. Zuffa Boxing. It's headed by Dana White. It's going to be on Paramount Plus. And Dana White signed a 5-year contract with Meta, with the Apex, to be now called the new renovated Meta Apex, which will be hosting Zuffa Boxing as well as Dana White's Contender Series. It's good business Dana White be doing. I just don't understand this, because look what they just this is what Zuffa Boxing has just signed. They signed Jai, I think his name is Jai Opatia. I think that is. He's an undefeated cruiserweight, and he signed on to Zuffa Boxing. Now, here's what I got a problem with, because at cruiserweight, he's stating he wants to unify and he wants unified and undisputed championships. In order to get that, you need to challenge for the WBC, WBO, the IBF, and WBA cruiserweight titles. In order to do that, you got to fight these fights. And Dana White does not want any of Zuffa Boxing fighters to... He doesn't want to work with any sanctioning bodies, which is the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA, and he doesn't want to work with any promoters who actually fight for those titles. So you won't see Zuffa Boxing with Matchroom Boxing, Golden Boy, Top Rank, PBC, and so forth. So how does Jai and Dana be on the same page? And don't get me wrong, that's a big prospect at cruiserweight. He's a big prospect. Badu Jack is a great prospect at cruiserweight. Here's where it gets a little dicey, because everybody remember Jake Paul? Remember him? The guy who just recently got his jaw broken from Anthony Joshua by moving up to heavyweight and challenging the former unified heavyweight champion, former 2-time heavyweight champion. He did something nobody wanted to do, not even Tyson Fury. Nobody wanted to step in the ring with Anthony Joshua, and Jake Paul did, and he made all of you motherfuckers look bad because he went 6 rounds with the former 2-time heavyweight champion. Now, I had this conversation with a lot of people about what Jake Paul should have done last year. He defeated Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., which was a great test, because that's a former world champion and purist of boxing. And then I said, once he wins, he should go to cruiserweight and challenge one of the champions. Stay away from heavyweight. What does he do? He bounces from possibly a fight with Gervonta Davis, and then bounces to fucking a heavyweight fight with Anthony Joshua. Completely opposite of what I said. Why he fucking does that, I don't know. But now it's a little dicey, because Opita Jai, I can't even say his name, I'm sorry if I'm sabotaging it, is now a cruiserweight who's at Zuffa Boxing. So you won't have to worry about him challenge for any belt. But Badu Jack is a huge test for Jake Paul, as well as someone else just moved up to cruiserweight. It's a former super middleweight champ, and it's a former light heavyweight champ, and undefeated. He goes by the name of David Benavidez. Everyone should stay the fuck away from him, because he will fucking destroy you. There's a reason why Canelo never wanted that fight. It's just what it is. But I guess we'll see. Here on some dicey shit on the way out, Vergil Ortiz is now suing with a lawsuit his promoter, Golden Boy Promotions, and Oscar De La Hoya, just so he can be released. And Oscar De La Hoya took it upon himself. You don't want to fuck with Mr. Thursday. Well, Clapback Thursday it is, Mr. Clapback Thursday. You don't want to fuck with him, because he's going to try to expose you too. But apparently he was in negotiations with Eddie Hearn at Matchroom Promotions to get Vergil Ortiz and the fans the fight that they want, which is Jaron Boots Ennis, who's also promoted by Matchroom Promotions. And apparently Vergil's manager just kept interrupting the negotiations. And now it seems like they're really getting Vergil to try to get out of that contract. And it seemed like this ain't the only person who's ever tried to get out of a contract. Y'all remember Canelo Alvarez? Used to be Golden Boy. Used to be Golden Boy's Golden Boy. Yeah. The same lawyer that Canelo used to get out of his contract with Golden Boy, Vergil Ortiz is using. So it's a little dicey on this one now. And it seemed like there's only 2 more Golden Boys left at Golden Boy, just in general. They don't have any big stars. Vergil Ortiz is one of them, and as well as the man who's going to challenge Mario Barrios on February 21st in Las Vegas for the WBC welterweight title, Ryan Garcia. Now, here's the shit with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has 1 fight left on his contract with Golden Boy. And we all know all the problems that they had with each other. There's no fucking way that they are going to... Ryan is even going to re-sign with Golden Boy. He's probably going to stay the fuck away as far as from Oscar. And by this time next year, Golden Boy might probably be out of Vergil Ortiz and Ryan Garcia. Damn. That's sad. I don't know what's going on over there at Golden Boy, but it doesn't seem to be working out for everyone. I guess we'll see what happens. We still got time. But that's all we got with Fight Talk. I'm your boy Eddie Jackson. So drop that podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Get the hype up. Hit that sub button. You already know what it is. Give the comments. Anything you guys disagree with, let me know. I'll be happy to go back and forth with you. Y'all be easy. Peace.